Hello everybody and welcome, and today we'll be talking about the major alternatives to the mainstream game series. The first one on our list is of course Darkest Dungeon, the game for real masochists. Now, why is this game has such a mixed reputation? Well, the game itself is actually great. Like, despite my reviews and bad recommendations, it's a great game. It's very well balanced, very innovative, it's just great on overall. The problem is, as you get further, such as in missions like the ones you're seeing, the randomness of the game can throw you off by quite a bit. The game is all about managing a bad situation. And the reason it really gets to a person is because you think you are doing good, but as soon as you are doing good, the game throws a really big curveball at you, such as this mini-boss that I am fighting. Now, you're about to see what I'm talking about in the next few turns. But with that being said, the game is very deep because it has a base management mechanic, which can improve your group. You select a group of 4 heroes, which all have their own classes. You send them onto these expeditions, just like you would send them to an RPG dungeon. And you pick their abilities, you pick their equipments and trinkets, you send them there for them to succeed. Well, all have got different stats, strengths and weaknesses, which are quite complicated actually. However, they're not so complicated that you will feel like you're playing Dwarf Fortress. Examples like these is where the RNG comes up. Now, where the game really shines is with its stress mechanic. Under the health bar, you will see the stress level of a character, and that's something new that the game does, which is when a character reaches 100 stress, they run through a check, and if they fail that check, they will gain an affliction, masochism, irrational, just to name a few, and all of those come with very bad stuff. The very bad debuffs attached to them. Or they can succeed that check and gain a positive positive affliction until the end of that run, which are wonderful. They could be vigorous. They're great. And the best part about this game, the narrator. There is only one dialogue, or monologue in this case, in the game, and that is that of the narrator. It's being narrated by Wayne June, who is a wonderful voice actor. He is just it's something that you need to see to really understand. It's a really atmospheric game. The strategy part comes in with, well, managing your inventory, managing your heroes, trinkets, and it all builds up. Unlike most games, especially indie games, it doesn't throw all of its complexity at you. It increases complexity kind of piece by piece. You unlock more buildings, you see complicated enemies only in much higher levels, and even then only one by one. So it has this very good learning curve. That is one of the things that makes it great. And in time, you learn which enemies to prioritize and how to do good out of a bad situation. Even then, it's one of those games that you will get angry at, and will still come back just like an abusive spouse. That's what this game is most like. It's like an abusive spouse. It will hurt you, but you will keep coming back to it simply because of how good it is, and you will keep overlooking its misdeeds, so to speak. And the game has got a lot of bosses, and those are all optional, by the way. You can still beat the game just by focusing on just leveling up and just focusing on the final mission, and that's what the game is all about. Picking what is best within that given situation, and it gives you a lot of freedom when it comes to that. You can run 4 copies of the same class, you can run all healers, all damage dealers, all tanks. Even then, the roles are not really set, because a class can play multiple roles, and in different positions too, depending on what you're fighting. Understanding what you're fighting makes all the difference. And if you're good enough, you can turn a bad run into a good one, as you will see. Well, with that being said, I really strongly suggest that you get this game, get its DLCs, but do not activate the what's its name? The blood DLC. I don't remember its exact name. But it's because that game adds quite a bit of complexity very early on and makes the game a lot harder. It's something you would want to try after you have beaten the game at least once. Well, with that being said, I think that just about covers it without spoiling much of the game, but the narration, the story, the strategies are all very much there, and in my opinion, this game very much gives any strategy game out there a run for its money. Well, thanks for joining me, and we will see you next time.